Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to our Christmas house. เชิญค่ะ So I'm so excited today because I have definitely been planning this video for a while and I wanted to wait so that I could show you guys what we've done for Christmas this year. Moms out there, some of you might be really obsessed with Christmas decorating. This has become an obsession of mine and it just gets crazier and crazier every year. So this year I decided to spice it up a little bit more because I have so much family coming. I've got family from Sweden coming. I've got family from Singapore, from US. So we decided to kind of deck the house out and my parents' house too. And my parents haven't seen their house yet, but I'm gonna take you guys on a tour of that just after I show you guys our house. So come on, let's go. We're gonna start here in the hallway. I really wanted to create a really big garland in the hallway this year because I feel like that's like the first thing you see when you walk into someone's house. And especially in our case, when you walk in here, it's the hallway that you see is the first thing. So we, meaning myself and Balloons Tongla, which also is our decorator for Akaya's birthday, and now they've gone into Christmas decorating. So I was so psyched to have them come and decorate for us this year. So here we have the Christmas garland. I was very specific this year and I wanted to work with a burgundy color. Burgundy is like my new favorite color and I felt like it seems to be like the theme now for this year's Christmas. And you know, if you watch my channel, I'm not very big on color. So most of my Christmases have been very minimal and just not a lot of color. So this is a big step for me, guys. And I went with burgundy red. Red is a bit too loud for me. So my house was still minimal, but classy burgundy theme. So the garland goes all the way from the top to the end of the staircase. So this is the hallway, and then I'm gonna swing you guys around here to a mini tree that we always put in the hallway. Usually we only have one tree, but in the last 2 years, I kind of just wanted to add a bit more. So we got this little tree last year. And again, staying true to like that burgundy velvet ribbon. So I decorated the tree myself and I was tying every single bow myself too. I think I spent like 3 hours and I ordered the ribbon from Amazon and I ordered huge kind of like rolls of it, 2 huge, no, I think I went through 3, but I actually found out that Balloons Tongla actually has the same ribbon. So I did not have to order it from Amazon. So it was my idea to just use ribbon for the tree, and we always have like a frosted tree. And at the bottom here, we decided to put Kaya's presents here because I've also themed my wrapping paper with our big tree. And I have such bad OCD that if anyone ruins the consistency of my wrapping paper, I might just not make it through Christmas. Anyway, here is the living room. So here it was just small little details that I feel really help a house look more Christmassy. So here I was very adamant that I wanted something on the hood. It was a bit challenging to do it because at first I wanted something big up here, but then we settled with just a small garland going over here with mistletoes as well. So I think this is a really nice touch, and because we're not using a gas stove, it's a little bit more safer to have these hanging down here. Because if you have a gas stove, I would highly recommend you probably not to dangle anything from this, right? So especially if you have a kid, you like think about everything. So far, Kaya hasn't pulled out any of my Christmas decorations because every time she goes near something, I'm like, no! And then I'm gonna swing you guys around to our living room. So we'll start off with our TV, again keeping that consistency with the mistletoes and the garland on top. As you know, we framed our TV, so I feel like it looks even more Christmassy. I think this looks extra good during Christmas. It gives us lots of space to play with what we want to do. This is also something that's very center of the house, right, is our TV. So I kind of want to decorate that. Candles from Zara that smell so nice. I haven't lit them yet because I'm OCD, and frankly, I put candles out just for the sake of candles, and I get very upset when people light them. But they usually last for years because I never like switch them on. And these are just things that you're actually supposed to put your napkins in, which we only had 4, so I just decided to just put them here just for some extra decoration. And then we have, this thing has just been in every single Christmas of mine, and this was given to me by my aunt. That is kind of like a family thing. My aunt passed away a long time ago, but she always comes out, well, these elves always come out during Christmas. So that's more of like a sentimental thing. Now, the best part of Christmas is the tree. I have gotten so many comments about my tree. As you can see, I'm like standing next to it. It's pretty damn huge, guys. Like, I wanted the tree to be like a tree, all right? So we've had this tree, and this came from Merry Xmas Trees, Bangkok. And they are amazing because they set up my tree too. And they'll take it down for me because there's no way that I could set this up myself. It's pre-lit, it's the snowy tree. They don't store it, so I gotta store it myself, but they'll come every year to put it up and to take it down for me, which I think is a great service because I just don't wanna deal with that stuff. Again, sticking to the consistency of the velvet burgundy ribbon. I tied every single ribbon myself, and I thought it was just like a really cute thing. I didn't wanna use the traditional bulbs this year. And it's also, I feel like it's still keeping to that minimal feel, but with like just really classy color. Going on to my wrapping, which everyone knows that I'm very psycho crazy about. Everyone that comes to my house and gives a present that doesn't have the same wrapping paper, they end up knowing that they're going over to that tree. And this stays like this pretty much until Christmas Eve, and then it just all gets ruined, but that's fine because we open up our presents. So I got the wrapping paper from H&M Home, and I was so happy to see that they had burgundy. And then I just used leftover ribbon here that was found in my ribbon drawer that I just kind of added to each present just to make it look a little bit traditional. And the stickers too on the wrapping, that was from Zara. Just really simple stickers that you could like stick on. And yeah, just sticking true to the theme this year. Then I also started to do small touches here and there in the house, like just adding burgundy pillows. Simple, nothing too crazy. I tried doing a little bit more crazy pillows, but then I realized that it wasn't kind of fitting to what was going on. And last but not least, we just had these hanging from the chair, which I really wanted because I saw this idea on YouTube, and I think that just kind of adds to the whole feel. So this is just my house, guys. I'm gonna take you now to my parents' house where things were a little bit loud. So I'll see you next door. Bye. All right, guys, welcome to my parents' house. So we're gonna start off again on the hallway where we just put simple things. These were our things that we kept that I just put in the entranceway. Small little touches like candle that hasn't been lit, a Christmas candle. And then I also really wanted a garland for my parents. So theirs is, we have a different staircase. So theirs was a little bit more simple, but had a little bit more color, like they used this kind of ribbon, which is a very traditional Christmas. My parents are a little bit more traditional. My mom is Scandinavian, so she kind of wanted to keep that really traditional kind of Christmas and just not have it be too minimal. So this is what we came up with, very true styled Christmas going all the way up to the top of the staircase. And then here in, I love this room. I wish we had a dinner room in our place, but so this is the dining room where we did something across the table as well with, you know, the mistletoes and I'm not sure what these things are called. Acorns? No, I don't. Yeah, if you know what that is, just comment in the comment. You know what I mean. Yeah. So we put these here. Slightly more traditional. We've got candles here as well. And so this is where we're gonna sit and feast during Christmas. And that we also decorated as well. That came from us. So Balloons Tonglaw kind of just asked what kind of theme you wanted to go with. I was like, mine would be more minimal burgundy and my parents would be super traditional. So I think they kind of achieved that. They came in here one day, they just decorated everything, which is great. I want to decorate, but also it takes a lot of time. So this was actually really quick and easy and just like a quick fix to get everything done for Christmas. And also I wanted to surprise my parents as well because they've just moved in. This is like their new holiday home. So they have not seen anything yet. So this is a big surprise for them. We are coming in to the living room. So as you can see here, we also did a massive setup here in the kitchen island. And this was planned to be a little bit more extreme, more traditional. And I love the way that, you know, they created that very traditional, it's almost like I'm getting an English feel and a little bit of Scandinavian as well. So this is really nice. This is actually probably the center parting of the room, this table. Again, we use these things on the chair as well. I was actually not supposed to have these in my house, but then I saw my parents had it and I was like, I want those too. So I kind of just went with that theme. We kept their kitchen kind of minimal and stuff. Didn't really want to do anything crazy there because my mom likes to cook and I just know my mom would be like, what is this? I don't want this in the kitchen. So this is a very Swedish thing here. We put candles here. And this is a Swedish thing. Some people might think it's like a Jewish thing, I realized, but this is also a Swedish thing that we do during Christmas. Just small little ornaments here that I wanted to keep in place so that my parents could feel like they have some of their own stuff out as well. And here is the sitting area. We also did like a small garland here on the TV cabinet. It was a bit challenging to be able to do it on the TV here and it just didn't look so right. So we put it here instead. And then we have a stocking for each family member. I'm still waiting for my mom and my dad's name. They're doing that right now. But this is Kaya's stocking that she's always used every Christmas with a picture of her as a baby, which we take out every year. And then I just got their names done here and put them out so that everyone knows which stocking they have. Usually it's my mother-in-law that stuffs the stockings because I realize it's a very American thing. Kaya's is usually filled with like candies and toys or whatever. So she's always looking forward to like her stocking. And yeah, everyone else's is just like fun stuff. And these were, I don't think they're hung the right way. I ordered them from Amazon and they're probably not the best, but they just do the job. So I just stuck with that. And then we have the tree. So traditional bulbs. She was very specific, she meaning my mom, that she didn't want a minimal tree. She was like, none of your nonsense, Asa. I don't want a clean tree with like nothing on it. She was like, you need to promise me to keep my tree traditional. So I kept it traditional and we were just using specific bulbs for each tree. I'm gonna make a bigger ribbon on the top, so I'm waiting for that to be done by Balloons Tonglaw. So they came up with the concept of just keeping everything just simple for my mom. I've added small touches here with these things. Kaya's first Christmas, that was her first Christmas, just for like sentimental things, like, you know, so that we have a story to tell. And here, that's like me, John, and Kaya. When Kaya was born. I don't look so good in there. I was giving birth, but it's a good memory. And then I think we have another one. Oh, here. It's my mother-in-law with Kaya. So we've got small little, you know, sentimental things. This came from us. I think next year, if we do this for my parents' house again, it would be to have the bigger soldiers. I kind of think they're so cool if you put them in the front of the house. So yeah, guys, this is kind of what we did for my parents' place. This is more of a traditional vibe, but also a look of how you could see the difference of our personalities. You've got minimal and then you've got like the all-out Christmas here. So this is what we've done for our Christmas 2025. As you can see, the wrapping paper is still sticking to like it being very coordinated, which is probably not going to be the case for my parents' house because they're not as OCD as I am. But yeah, this is what they are going to be looking at, and I hope that they are going to love it and experience such an amazing Christmas. It's been a very challenging year for some. It's been a very good year for some, but we always look forward to Christmas, and I do advise that if you have the time and patience to truly decorate your house, because it really just makes things so much more festive and amazing. That being said, I think this might be maybe my last vlog before Christmas. So I just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas from my parents' house and my minimal house. Bye! I gotta go.